Hello everyone. I'm excited to participate in the IFM 2023 conference. My name is Pratama from the Faculty of Computer Science of University of Pembangunan Nasional Veteran Jawa Timur, Indonesia. I'm also a member of ARDIN, Association for Research in Digital Interactive Narrative, which is one of my research topics alongside games, system thinking, and yes, transmedia learning. So here I will present my paper titled Co-creating Transmedia Learning, a Hierarchical Shared Universe Approach. So the background and problem statement of my research. The world's complexity calls for 21st century education, active learning, realistic learning, system thinking, and interdisciplinary learning such as STEM. Narrative or potent tools for 21st century education, especially when delivered as interactive digital narrative or IDNs, due to multimodality and interactivity. However, educators often struggle to apply 21st century education. For example, a recent paper reports that many students are skeptical of or reluctant to participate in active learning. Furthermore, creating educational IDNs often requires costly collaboration with experts. Fortunately, transmedia learning, especially if based on a shared universe, such as inanimate Alice, can solve the problem through hierarchical content co-creation. The question is, how should we conduct the hierarchical co-creation process? This is underexplored. First, let's talk about designing an educational IDN. Generally, we can split an educational IDN into three aspects: learning content, narrative, and interactivity. Here, learning content is translated into an engaging and contextualizing narrative. For example, we can translate a math problem into a daily financial scenario that the student is familiar with. Then the narrative is translated into appropriate interactivity mechanics such as turn-based financial simulation. An educator or someone else with expertise in the subject should handle the learning content by paying attention to the student's cognitive needs. Meanwhile, a narrative expert and an interactivity expert should handle the narrative and interactivity mechanics, paying attention to affective and sensory motor needs of the player. But creating an educational IDN is costly, so what can we do? Let's turn our attention to transmedia. Generally, a narrative consists of storytelling and the story world that is being told, itself consisting of entities, characters, objects, and such, and an arrangement of events. Basically, transmedia is what happens when we make the story world consistent to the point that it can be told through multiple media. When we take the concept further, we get shared universes. This is when the story world and media creation is done collaboratively by multiple creators. Sure, I could probably create a whole transmedia ecosystem by myself, but why would I do that if I could significantly cut costs and extend my reach by collaborating with like-minded creators? But a shared universe is not all about collaboration. Successful shared universe franchises employ a hierarchical co-creation approach, with one or some creators acting as the core team, creating the core story world. Other creators join in the fun by extending the universe through more entities and events while paying attention to the core rules. This collaborative and hierarchical approach is, of course, powerful for education too. We can see it applied in transmedia learning franchises such as Inanimate Alice. There is a core story world created by the franchise's original creators. Then educators can add their own scenarios to the world, each delivering specific learning content. This way, the educators don't have to create a story world from scratch. So, significant cost reduction. Indeed, the hierarchical approach is not unheard of in 21st century education. For example, STEM is often seen as hierarchical, with engineering sitting at the top, supported by technology, science, and math. We can conclude that hierarchical co-creation in transmedia learning is a very good fit for 21st century education. But how should we do it? No guidelines exist yet. Here we propose a system-based framework for the purpose. Why systems-based? Because it can support systems thinking and also active learning and realistic learning. Under the framework, a shared universe is a system consisting of a hierarchy of subsystems. And by subsystems, I mean sub-entities of a larger entity, sub-events of an event, and such. The design process still follows the previously shown learning content, narrative, and interactivity flow. Here is a diagram of the framework. It is an expansion of the previous diagram of learning content, narrative, and interactivity design process, with each aspect consisting of a systemic hierarchy, and different creators can potentially work on different levels of the hierarchy. Each level of learning content is translated into the corresponding level of narrative, and so on. We will end up with multiple IDN media, each delivering a level in the hierarchy. I know, the framework can seem intimidating, so let's get to know it better through a case study. Here, I and my colleagues is building a hierarchical transmedia learning ecosystem for 21st century informatics education. First, we try to structure the hierarchy of informatics-related subjects as seen here based on the STEM hierarchy. At the mathematics level, we have discrete math, the fundamental computer science subject. Going upward, we have algorithms and data structures as the science in informatics. Furthermore, software and computer network form computing technology. Lastly, and quite obviously, we have software engineering at the top. Based on this hierarchy, we designed the systemic hierarchy of the learning content. This is basically the subject hierarchy itself, but made more specific, accompanied with the responsible creator for each layer, and also excluded discrete math. Well, there were no specific reasons. There were no specific reasons for the exclusion. So maybe we will include a discrete math subsystem in the future. I and my colleagues is handling software engineering and programming as the faculty team, and two students in our team are handling algorithms and database. This task delegation is the same for narrative and interactivity aspects. Next up is the narrative aspect. The theme here is social good. More specifically, the core narrative is about fighting an environmental crisis, which is used to deliver the software engineering content. So, how to engineer software to combat the crisis? In doing so, the protagonists manage tasks such as guerrilla team programming involving international programmers who believe in the cause. Since environmental crises are complex or wicked issues, the program shall be based on robust algorithms for complex combinatorial problems. Other than coding the software, the protagonists also deal with assembling the crisis database, storing information on things such as the crisis victims. Lastly, we turn this arrangement of narrative and sub-narrative into several educational IDNs, each with specific interactivity mechanics. The first will deliver the software engineering and environmental crisis-related narrative through a branching path mechanic. So we will develop the IDN with tools such as Twine. Next, the team programming narrative is delivered as a turn-based strategy game. So the player can learn how to strategically manage the programmers. Meanwhile, puzzle mechanics are a popular choice for algorithms and computational thinking education. So we will use them here. And lastly, since assembling the crisis database is somewhat adventure-like, we will deliver it as a role-playing game. And that's it. In conclusion, we have proposed a framework for hierarchical co-creation of transmedia learning. The framework consists of learning content, narrative, and interactivity layers, each comprising a system of entities and events and their subsystems. Co-creation tasks are delegated among capable creators, and we have shown a case study where we apply the framework to co-create transmedia learning media for informatics education. And tasks are delegated among faculty members, which comprise I and my colleague and students of our informatics department. This is only the beginning of I and my colleagues' research on transmedia learning. We will continue the case study to collect quantitative and qualitative data in the future. That's all, and thanks for your attention.